Hi, everybody. Good morning. I'm Terry Henney with WSGW Radio. Along with me is Ray Schwall from Begick Nursery. And Ray, we got to do some chit-chatting a little bit here. Boy, I'll tell you,
That's
they
good.
won't leave me alone on this phone. I've got to turn this thing off here because I want to talk to you. You know, I'm looking for the guy that's got access to the string that's hooked on to Mother Nature so that
I,
she can quit messing with us. Do you have that string, that big gig?
I always thought that was you, Terry. So you're always been my string for that part. So you're letting me down now.
Well, I'll tell you, over the weekend, she showed us what summer is going to be like. Now,
Yep.
before that, it was early spring. This week, it's late winter, early spring. But before you know it, we're going to have an open house. And from what I understand, you're going to be celebrating open house this weekend at Begick.
That is correct. This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday will be our open house.
And I know you'll have a lot of stuff around outside, but it's more important right now for a lot of folks to realize that you have a lot of not only growing things, but things that make the growing things look even better. A lot of accents, a lot of yard accessories. And this morning, first of all, we want to kind of take a tour of the store and see what you've got ready for us for the open house this weekend.
That sounds great. So let's just go for a little walk through the store here. And we're starting up at the front here right now. One thing is I'll tell you, and it's nothing that's unusual, but lots of bright colors for spring and that. Yellows and oranges and pinks and that. So there's a lot of bright accent type pieces. And of course, gnomes have been huge for Christmas and that, and it has just transformed right over to spring. Lots of gnomes again for garden accents. Um, as you can see, she's showing you right now, so a little bit more to the pastel colors, the lavenders and pinks and nice yellows. And then kind of transforming over to a little bit brighter colors over on this side here. You can see the gnomes and all that. We have lots of silk flowers to be able to help if you have a spot that you just can't take care of flowers. We have a lot of beautiful silk flowers that we can put right outside and give you that color then too. Then again, once again, the fun gnomes that are going to be everywhere you see. Hummingbird feeders and regular bird houses and bird feeders. We also have a lot of garden stakes, and you'll see them throughout the store. This one here happens to be just a butterfly type with a light up center to it. It'll light up. And then in coppers, and then you also see a lot that'll be the rain gauges or thermometers and that. And then spinners will be a big thing then again too. One thing I'd like to show maybe before we go a little bit farther is some of our outdoor furniture here. Is from Berlin Gardens, which is an Amish-made company out of Ohio. We are still taking orders for patio furniture delivery. We are probably looking at about the 1st of July right now for delivery, which still isn't terrible. We still can get right in there for the most of the summer to have your patio furniture. So this is just one set, and we'll show you a lot more sets as we go throughout the store.
Ray, just real quick, as far as the furniture goes, when we talk about ordering, getting the furnishings in, pricing right now, how can somebody lock in some pricing?
Absolutely. We'll lock you right into a type of a group type of a purchase and all that. And then one thing I stress too is what we do is when we get the furniture in, we assemble it all and then we'll deliver it right to your patio or right to your house. So there's no worries for you at all. It's going to be right there on your patio for you to use when it comes in. One thing nice about Berlin Gardens too is they're very strict on their delivery times. I'll put the order in. The acknowledgement will come back with a delivery date, and that furniture will be here that date. There's never anything saying, oh, it's going to be another 2 weeks or another 3 weeks. It's here the date that they say it's going to be here. And then we assemble it right away and get it delivered out to you right away then too. So kind of just
That's quite an improvement over what we've seen with the delays in shipping and everything. So by the sounds of it, they've improved their operation.
Yes, the delivery dates are much, much better than they were last year. Still out there a little bit farther than I'd like to see, but still much, much better than they were last year. Kind of looking over in here is a little bit more of earthy tones with the dark grays and that, and the lavenders. But real pretty furniture here, nice settings they have out in your yard. And in the background there, you'll see some dining room sets and another deep seating cushion set there. But it looks so pretty, adding in some of the greens and that to that.
You know what's really nice, Ray, and you know, we just kind of walk over it literally, is the floor coverings.
Yes.
How big a selection do you have on those?
All outdoor rugs, big selection, to some nice cloth ones that can go right outside. And then in the other room, you'll see, I'll show you the display of that, is what we call mad mats, and it's all recyclable plastic, and just a big selection of different colors in that. And what's so nice about them, it just takes a few minutes. If they get wet from rain, it just takes a few minutes and they're dry. They can stay right out there. They don't mildew or anything like that. So a wonderful thing to be able to cover a little bit up on your patio, underneath your table, or just out there to give a little bit of color to the patio.
I'm even seeing some shades, some lamps. Are they weatherproof?
No, they're more for the indoor type of a thing. A lot of lamps that will show with, like, people will like to use them in like their Florida room or their sunroom, that type of thing to go with some of this furniture. Back here in this corner here, this is one of my favorite corners back in here. It's kind of the navy blue, but then adding a little bit of mauve and pink into it. It just turned out really nice. I love the color of the furniture and the stripe in this chair and that. It's just such a nice accent to be able to add into like a Florida room or a covered patio outside. And then just beautiful accents to go along with it all.
Oh, that's that.
And then one other thing you'll see is in a lot of some of the patio sets, the tables and that will have umbrellas to match everything. We carry the #1 umbrella selling company in America, Treasure Garden. It's the best umbrella out there. Once again, we do have a few in stock here, but the book is about this thick of different samples that you can get. So it's endless colors, choices to be able to get. And umbrellas aren't quite as bad as furniture. Umbrellas we can actually get in probably about 6 to 7 weeks. So that's not as bad as furniture. So if somebody needs a nice, good quality umbrella, we can get it and we can match it up with any of their furniture. Across the aisle.
Now the accent pieces that's on the furniture, the pillows, some of those things, Ray. Boy, you seem to have a wide selection of fabric colors and patterns.
Lots of pillows. Yep, pillows, and then the tableware. You'll see all the tables are set. That's all available, whether it be the placemats or the dishware itself. And what's unique about this is all this mellowware, and it's all plastic in that, so it's nice to be able to use outside in that. This is kind of the seaside area that we call this back in here. Seaside, lakeside, maybe lakeside for us is a little bit better. So you'll see, since we're on the water up here in this part of Michigan, and lots of lakes and that around here in Michigan, people really like this to be able to add into their home or their cottage up north. Once again, some nice colors in that in here.
And again, all of this is going to be on display for the open house this weekend.
Yes, it will.
What are the hours? What are the hours of the open house, Ray?
So this Friday and Saturday we'll be open from 9 till 6, and then on Sunday from 11 to 5.
Okay.
We're going to move out here into the greenhouse out here now. A little brighter out here. And I'll show you this side over here. The red, white, and blue patriotic theme section is just beautiful. Lots and lots of different choices to be able to accent that. Whether it be, signs, benches, pillows and that. And then the unique thing is this down in here is actually a gas fireplace with the flag on the top. And you open it up, and then you have a gas fireplace in there. So that's kind of unique and different. It's just a beautiful accent to be able to have on your patio out there. Then you kind of transform over to what I was talking about before. Lots of bright colors and that. And, along with the gnomes, all the bugs and that, the metal bugs are a big thing. Just to have the little accent to have on your patio. And then another thing that you probably didn't see too much inside, but you'll see a lot outside here in the greenhouse is a lot of these waterfalls. You'll see them everywhere right out in here, all running in that. They've been a huge hit in the last few years. It's just nice. They're so easy to take care of, set up. There's not a lot to it, but they give you that little bit of nice sound with that water moving. And they're all lit up, especially at nighttime, that waterfall falling down there is all lit up. It looks really nice as an accent out there in the patio area.
I have a chance to set mine outside in the summertime, and then I bring it in the wintertime.
One section I wanted to show real quick was just kind of a little fun section over here. And this, a lot of people love this area back in here. It's a little tiki bar and all that. Tiki bar, we got some beautiful metal palm trees and lots of signage to go along with it. The pink flamingos, again, some water running in that. Pink flamingos on the back here with some more of the metal palm trees and that. And then tiki torches. We got it all just to be able to set that nice little tiki bar area up in your backyard. So,
one thing I'm seeing a lot of this year, Ray, and you're showing it off quite well. Birds. A lot of the birds. A big selection, different styles and types.
Yep. A lot of metal birds in that. Anywhere from something that's maybe 2 foot tall to maybe 3.5, 4 foot tall. So lots of birds to be able to sit out there. Kind of a bumblebee section here. Bumblebees have been popular the last few years in that. So you see a lot of bumblebees, but then again, once again, gnomes mixed in with the bumblebees. So kind of a lot of nice fun stuff right up on here to be able to set out on their patio.
Those are the safest bumblebees I've ever seen.
There you go. The other nice thing to think about too is, yes, our spring open house is this weekend, but Mother's Day is less than 2 weeks away. So Mother's Day is coming up fast. So it's nice to be able to come in and start to get them ideas to be able to have for mom. And we have lots of ideas for her. A little bit of an outdoor lodgy area back through here. Once again, some water running in that with the fish and the deer and the bears and stuff like that. Some outdoor fire pits and that. Beautiful gas fire table right here. So lots of nice things for the outdoors. If you're a little bit more of an outdoorsy type of a person, in the woods, that type of thing. Some great, you've seen it throughout the store here, some great hanging swings too, that you can hang up in the tree or hang from a covered patio outside. Peacocks. Still, just people love their peacocks and the peacock colors, with the purples, the greens and that. The rain gauges here, great Mother's Day gift there. But all of the beautiful purple colors and that mixed in there. And then again, the water falling right there. And then one thing is when you look up above in our store, everywhere we have things hanging, whether it be just a spinner or a wind chime or a bird or hummingbird feeder. Lots of things to be able to hang and that and to give. You're going to kind of change over to a bright color again, like I said before. Lots and lots of bright colors. All nice metal, either planters you can put in or just like a nice little bug to be able to sit out. The bug will light up and all that. Again, a nice waterfall flowing. We do have a lot of outdoor art too. And this artwork up here is all weatherproof, so we can actually go right out again in the rain. Be in the sun. The sun's not going to fade or anything. You can be right out there in the weather and withstand everything. So it's nice.
That was one of the questions I had, Ray, was with such bright colors. They're beautiful. How do
Yes.
they last in the, in the sun in the summer?
They've all been clear coated and all that, so that color will stay on. I'm not saying that maybe after the second year or into the second year you may want to spray it with a clear coat again to keep that protective cover on there. But they've been all clear coated, so.
So again, as far as clear coating goes, they're good for this year. But
Yes.
you're advising that maybe before you put it away for the winter,
Yep.
clear coat it.
Just get it a fresh coat of it, and it'll last that much longer then. Got a little bit of fun right here with the kids. A little bit of kids love to get into gardening and help mom and dad in the gardening. And I can't stress this enough that that's where we need to start to get them kids involved in gardening. So when they do grow up, they remember that and they want to continue that on. But so nice little kids types of things, the little rakes and shovels that they could help mom and dad out in the gardening. Out here in the other side of the greenhouse here, we got lots of tropical plants have been in. So the blooming plants are coming in. Tropical type of hanging baskets are in now. We have a huge selection of succulents. People love to have succulents. We've got single succulent plants. We do have single cactus plants. And then we have a big selection of succulent gardens ready to go.
Now, is that that's got to be more than I've ever seen at the store?
There's a lot out there, that's for sure, yeah. They all complain at me. They say, I have to slow down. But I love filling the place up and giving everybody a big selection of what to choose from in that. So,
One thing, and I was catching in the background, I was hearing wind chimes.
Yep, the wind chimes were blowing a little bit there. Yes, nice selection of wind chimes.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look at those before we move too much out of the way. But yeah, where are we right now?
We can show you right now, right up in there. So.
Okay. Yeah, those are great Mother's Day gifts. I know a lot of moms really love those. And dads too.
One thing I wanted to show too is, and we're going to go into another room here pretty quick, but one thing is yes, I've showed you a lot of beautiful accents and a lot of pretties and that we can have in our garden. But we are a garden center nursery too. So we do have that plant care and that type of thing. So we have garden seeds here now too. And along with the garden seeds, then we also do have the asparagus roots, the seed potatoes, onion sets and stuff like that. So we do carry all that stuff too. So people can think of that too when they come to us. About a nice selection of garden seeds in that.
Yeah, I think asparagus harvest is going to be starting here pretty quick in the southwest side of the state. And go on for about a month or so. So
I think we just need a little bit of heat up in here to get it, going. And it seems like it starts and then it slows down because it cools down and all that. So
yeah.
But once again, it's a nice, pretty sunflower area here. Pretty colors and that they're able to put in. We do have a nice little fairy garden area over on this other side here. People like to add to their fairy gardens or start a fairy garden. We got everything that they need to be able to do that with.
Good stock of inventory on that.
And one thing I want to show you here is our Weber grill area here. We call this our grill zone. We have a great selection of Weber grills, whether it be the Summit, the Genesis, or the Spirit grills here as gas grills. Some of the brand new Genesises that are just out this year, they've reconfigured them and made them even better yet. So some beautiful grills there. Right behind the grills there, we have a whole wall of grilling accessories, whether it be pans that you want to use outside, your utensils that you want to be able to use, baskets, things like that. So every accessory you can imagine back here on the wall here. Coming back up front here a little bit. A lot of people still like to use charcoal, so we have a nice selection of different charcoal rubber grills that you could use the charcoal with. Then we're going
And
to
of course,
go back over to
That,
I was going to say, when you're working in the on the grill, of course, all the seasonings and everything else kind of go along with it. I was looking before we went on the air. Your displays really show off a lot of the seasonings and a lot of the spices that you carry.
spices, seasonings, you know, barbecue, sauces, salsas, lots of different rubs and stuff like that that we can have for that. I do want to take you into the plant care room here now. Once again, you know, we've been around here for 72 years now. It's our 72nd year. So we started out, you know, as a landscape and nursery type of a thing. And that's what we've always been, and we always will continue to be able to help people to make a selection in their plants out in the nursery, but then also in this room here, help them take care of their plants, whether it's just giving them some fertilizer, or whether or not they have a problem with a disease or an insect or something like that. We have, I think, one of the best selections in the area of all of the things, the proper products to be able to help take care of their plants. And then we have the expertise to be able to help give them that and show them what they need. So this is what we call our plant care room: fertilizers, the chemicals, or organics. Organics are a big thing now too. So we have lots of different organic choices to be able to help take care of things. The Espoma fertilizer line on the back wall there is an all organic type of a fertilizer. And we have fertilizer for anything that you can imagine to be able to take care of there.
And I see you've got the tools to take care of that lawn and garden also.
Right. So right here on this wall back in here, we carry steel power equipment, which is the #1 power equipment in the country here, whether it be line trimmer, edgers, blowers, chainsaws. And once again, Steel is out with a nice battery line of equipment that we can go into. If we want to stay away from the gas, we have a nice battery line that we can get into there then too. And then when it comes time to taking care of your lawn, Toro power equipment then too. So we have Toro push mowers on that, and then we do have zero-turn Toro lawnmowers then too. And then we have a nice selection of hand tools to be able to take care of things.
And I understand that you've got a pretty complete service department too to take care of those things.
Yes, we do. We have 2 full-time mechanics out there in the service department, so they can handle anything you need for out there, whether it be the handheld chainsaw or your lawnmower, or all the way up to the zero-turn. They can help you take care of any of that. So, coming back out to the front here. Once again, lots of different garden accents and that, whether it be outdoor lighting and that. But what we have here is I think one of the bigger selections of gas fireplaces in the area here. Whether it be square, rectangle, tall, short, we have a nice selection of different types of gas fire pits to be able to accent out in the yard there. People love to be able to have that little bit of flame going on at night. And what's so nice about the gas is you're ready for it. You go over, you turn it on, and it's on. You're ready to go in, you go over and turn it off, and you can go in, not having to put a fire out or anything like that. So they've become very popular, and people love to have that then. One thing we do carry here then too is lots of soils, different soils that you need for potting up things, but then outside topsoils. And we carry about 14 different kinds of bag mulch. We also do have a hardwood bulk mulch and that. So any mulch that you can imagine, we carry that, along with bag stones then too.
Now, do you have bag mulch, and do you where people can load up on their pickup or wagon or truck?
The bulk mulch, we have a
Yes.
hardwood bulk mulch is what we have. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Oh, Blackstone.
So with Blackstone, we have a Blackstone. This is what they call the tailgater here, so that can fold right down. But then we also do have a pellet grills from Weber here, the smoke fires back in there. And then the Commandos, Summit Commandos from Weber and that. So, and then we do, once again, have all the accessories to go along with that. Kind of cheating back up front here a little bit towards where we began, but once again, like Terry talked about before, all the different seasonings, you know, for grilling and that. Another whole wall of different seasonings and barbecue sauces.
Yeah, it looks like some new displays there too, Ray.
Yep, we're coming right up on one here from Stonewall Kitchen right here. In Stonewall Kitchen, we have some beautiful different types of things, whether it be just some chutneys to jams, to different barbecue sauces, the dressings, the even mixes to put into your summer drinks down here. Lots of different things that we can add into. You like popcorn, Terry? We got every flavor of popcorn you can imagine right here then too.
All right. Now you're talking.
And then one thing also to maybe end with, especially with Mother's Day coming up, our fresh floral department, where we have the floral designers can make fresh flower displays and that to give. We have a cooler up front here with things that are all ready to go, but we're taking orders for Mother's Day already for floral arrangements or container gardens or hanging baskets that we can all deliver to Mother for you if you need to. So it's all ready to go and all that.
Well, speaking of the floral department and some of the other folks that work there, it's my understanding that Begick is also hiring. Is that right?
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. We're looking to add on to the staff for the summer season here. But one thing, if you know, and as most people know, our summer season kind of goes right on through to Christmas. So we can keep anybody pretty busy right on through the whole year. So
And if
anybody's interested, they can stop right in.
Oh, great. Okay. You, Gene, anyone there at the store take an application?
That is correct. Yes. Yep. We have them available right at the counter there. So.
Now,
you can actually go on our website too, and there is an application right on our website, begicknursery.com, and fill an application out right there.
all right, that's good to know. Now, I understand that for the ladies out there, you do have a special department where they can just treat themselves to maybe looking a little bit better. Show us your clothing department.
So this is our Begick boutique area back in here. We have some beautiful different clothing choices, great summer lines of different things, some beautiful colors. And adding this again, whether it be a shirt or some pants, some beautiful little wraps here. And then we also do carry down here some Michigan stuff. So lots of different Michigan. You'd like this one here, Terry. Thumbs up.
Oh, there you go. Yes. In more ways than one.
Lots of different Michigan type of shirts and sweaters and sweatshirts and things like that. So lots of different choices to do from there. All made in here in Michigan then too. So Puppy Love right back in here. This has been really popular here. This is a line. It's called Puppy Love, and it all has to do with puppies and kitties and stuff like that. So they'll have that puppy theme on the shirts and that.
Oh, there you go. And of course, we've been talking about everything inside. As the weather improves a little bit and more inventory you can display outside, you're going to have lots and lots and lots of product out there for the landscapers, which brings up a real quick little comment here. I know Jim is usually on the radio on Saturdays to talk about the digest and all the things that people should be doing outside. Maybe sometime in the not too distant future, we'll have a chance to tour outside and see all the living things out there.
I would love to be able to do that. Maybe, 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now, to be able to do that, because once all that selection goes and you start to help with the weather a little bit, we'll have one of the biggest selections around when it comes to annuals, perennials, shrubbery, flowering shrubbery, evergreens, potted trees to full-size bald and burlap trees. We'll have the biggest selection around in this area of different things to look at, and all the beautiful colors in that. So I'd love to be able to take you outside and walk around the outside.
Yeah, and the flowers, the geraniums, all of that, that'll all be out on display for people. And again, I can't say enough about taking your time this year in putting those things out. We're still going to have a little chilly weather for a couple of weeks or so, but maybe once we get into the middle of May, things are going to start to warm up a little bit and be a little bit more consistent. So in closing, I want to say, first of all, thank you for giving us a half hour to take a little advance look at what's going to happen during the open house. And again, the open house, when's it going to be, and the hours, Ray?
This Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So Friday and Saturday will be open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and then Sunday from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And just love to invite everybody to come out, walk around, enjoy themselves. Just to walk around and look at all the things is an enjoyment and all that. So that's one thing that we've always prided ourselves on, is just people coming out and enjoying themselves.
Ray Schwal, thank you so much. We really appreciate it. Gene, we thank you for giving your time for a little camera action. And I think Ray will need her again, maybe, as we said, in a few weeks to take a trip outside.
Sounds great. Sounds great. Thank you so much, Terry.
You bet. Ray Schwal at Begick Nursery. Again, their big open house coming up this weekend at 5993 Westside Saginaw Road in Bay City. I'm Terry Henney. Have a great day, and we're looking forward to a nice weekend at Begick's.